This was recorded on twitch.tv/CMrookie, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 4 p.m. Eastern Standard. See you there.
Prepare to attack.
Okay.
Never stop fighting for what you believe in. Look after yourselves out there. I'll get us home safe.
Attack commences in 30 seconds.
I can't wait to get into the fight.
Moto 6969. So funny. Wow. Off account.
Wait, why are you not on ball? We're essentially dive, my guy.
Who's this guy talking about?
Oh, no, not you, Hammond. That wasn't what I was talking about, but okay.
We're pretty split right now.
Wait, what? Oh. I need a little help. Thank you, Anna. Hog's out.
Can we get the
Hogs
Moira?
on.
Moira no fade.
Moira fade, right side, Moira half. Oh, jeez, Louise, right? Should probably help a ball over there with the Sig.
Hog sleeping. Hog antied.
Lucio wall riding around in press.
I have nano.
Goodness. Oh, I got the Sig. Some of them are 1-2. Wait, Ashe is right there, right side of us.
She's sleeping.
Room with us.
Dead.
Y'all can execute that. Yes, sir. Execution style.
No, I didn't know here.
Yeah, I know. The glitch is very annoying. Goodbye, junk.
Hog sleeping. Moira in a back line. No fade. Yeah, I figured she would go for me. That's why I backed up. Only have Mercy heals.
Jeez.
Moira right side. Moira inside. Moira has fade through that.
They had B as well.
Here comes T-Racer.
Oh, just let us get a
Come on,
tick.
guys, that's a big pick. That's a big pick. I got a junk at main half.
Come to main for heals. Main for
I
heals.
got a junk one. Lucio's on top right. I got a hog half at main.
Antied.
I got a hog one.
Lucio.
I think it's just a Lucio on point that's wall riding too much.
No sleep. Put up shield.
She be one. Oh wow, now they grab 2 hit scans for me. I need help. Tracy needs help. Thank you. The ball's still on point, y'all.
Moira antied.
Ashe is one. Oh no, dude. I cannot believe they came back.
We got 2 ticks. I don't know
No.
what happened.
The Roadhog teabagging me? Yo, come on.
I cannot believe they grabbed double hit scan for me, bro.
You're by yourself. Why are we pushing? Stop pushing by ourselves, please. This is a rough position for me.
Ashe is top left and so is McCree. Ashe is back left.
Hog no vape. Standpoint, 3 on point. Holy cow, that took way too long.
There we go. Nice.
Only took 4 alts, but we got it.
I remember this.
Mercy, you can go ahead. I got point.
The payload is. Move it out.
Or not.
Ball's behind us.
Thought someone else is back here.
Watching your back.
Damn, slap her face.
That's how a Doomfist rollout works. No mercy. I got a ball high ground.
Gonna have mines.
Oh, I thought I got him. Yeah, mine's on point.
It's just a scratch. You'll be fine.
Ball sleeping on point.
That ball is still up. Wait, hold on.
I remember
Yeah.
this feeling. I see it. You're going for it.
Can we get the Moira? Moira no fade. Moira's feeding.
That's dead.
Like, she's
Oh,
hardcore
honestly, I'll
trying.
take that nano and just hop into that back line if you don't mind, Anna.
Sure thing.
Reinhardt has shield.
Just gonna chill up here. Y'all just push that payload. Alright, Anna. Yeah.
Get in there.
Got Doomfist. Got Genji in it.
No sleep, no sleep. Nice pull.
Go, that's a hog. Please, please.
Sleeping. Antied.
Oh, nice, good sleep. Whoop. Just got out. Wait, that's a Torbjorn. Wait a minute, why is he
Get the hog, hog.
Wait a minute, why are you Tor? This is Mercy, res me, right side, mercy me. Right side, right there. Yeah. The backline Doomfist. Boom, boom. Oh, I got booped somehow.
Thought you could fight like that. You're powered up. Get in there.
Come out of spawn. Somebody.
Hog sleeping.
I love it how it stays on your angle. You like leave me alone, my guy?
Shouldn't have been there. Should have been back. That's 3. Nice.
Nice.
Should have been back more. That Lucio tried to kill me. He was the only one trying to pressure me. That was funny.
Nice, GG. That was a good round. Great round. Great round.
We could go going like this, and we'll be fine.
Select your hero.
Yeah, so I'll go over this this last one, and then we can we'll call it quits after that.
Never stop fighting for what you believe in.
Think you can keep up with me?
I don't know.
Well then. Oh boy.
Nah, they're not. They're not grouped up enough for nano blades, are they?
Not really.
You know what? I'm gonna try it. Nah. Yeah. I'm gonna just widow it. My widow's been on point the last
Do
couple
we want a
days.
Plat Widow or a Plat Genji? I mean,
I literally had a game the other day. Shazam was in the same game. You remember that Lucio, my guy? Shazam. You remember the Lucio? Alright, so here's the story. So there was this Lucio on our team. I picked off their Widow, and then you know how Mercy's always
Defend
freaking
objective.
pocket every Ash that they see in a mile radius, right?
yeah,
Mercy's always pocket them for no apparent reason
the
whatsoever.
one shot.
Cause like, yeah, their Mercy's pocketing that Ash right now. For no reason at all. No reason to pocket her, but yet she's pocketing her. But I love how Ash has no head reg. Why is there Moira in our back? Why is there Moira in our back?
She's been
line?
DPSing this whole time.
Dude, their Moira just picked off both of our back.
Ryan's up top apparently as well.
That went really, really well. Honestly, a Nano Blade would not be bad here.
Whatever, dude.
I just wanted to try it. I know I won't get it up in time, but yeah, just try it for future reference. Is she really? Okay, that is a straight.
Told you she was DPSing. Sleeping. Antied.
Who? Hog? Oh.
Wasted shatter.
I'm sorry, did he just what?
He fell.
He fell. Hog is like the biggest target for me. I could have farmed my ult off of him really quickly.
Unless you get one shot by the Ash.
Oh, that hurts. Can you res that? Mercy? Res it? No? Okay. Go ahead and just give it to the soldier if you want. Or you can get it for next fight. You should be able to get it back fast. Oh, goodbye, Hog.
Hog's right side.
Nice, soldier. He got the res.
Sleeping. Antied.
Wait, this is a mercy. Yeah.
I
Alright,
ate up
build that
all his
nano blade back.
bullets. I ate all his bullets.
Ooh, soldier. R.I.P.
You're going to be okay.
Come on! That was so dumb!
No, don't.
Oh, wow. You res
Nice.
that.
No sleep, no sleep. He's behind.
Reinhardt's one. He's back at full health. Wait, who's behind? Oh, Bob. You almost got that nano? Oh, you're building it. That's Hog. Just back up. Back up. We don't have it. We have ball, but that's not really enough. That Reinhardt messed up his shatter tenfold. Oh no, they have May now. Are you kidding me, Micah? What is going on? Alright, this is an easy Nano Blade win fight. I think we can recontest with it.
Mari's gonna kill our Sigma.
What are you thinking? Ooh. Do we recontest with it?
Somebody got a touch.
Get back in the fight.
Nah, we don't recontest. We don't recontest. We don't. No. No, we don't recontest. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. We just Nano Blade first fight here. When they're all in that corridor, we just Nano Blade it.
Dash up when you're ready.
Alright, 3, 2, 1.
Someone jumped in front of me. Are you kidding me? The soldier jumped in front of me. You've actually got to be kidding me. That's the second time that's been happening.
Thank you, Andrew.
It's alright, I got a pick with it. That's why I have that aim assist thing on, you know what I'm talking about?
I remember this.
You know what I'm talking about?
You mean aim assist?
No? Yeah. I put that on because that happens to me all the time when someone just jumps in front of me, so I just lock onto the target that I'm supposed to first, and then I release it. That runner's
Yeah.
fun.
Good for you, buddy.
Ooh.
Jumped in front of me again. I got stunned. I'm gonna be frozen. I got... Oh my god. I'm just pushed up way too far, thank you. He actually isn't doing bad.
Oh, thank God it wasn't me. I'm sorry, dude. I couldn't.
Hog's gonna be right.
That hog is... Yeah. They have junk now instead of McCree.
How have I not hit any of
That's
those
top
shots?
left.
Alright.
I don't know.
No sleep.
That mate's finna ult. Yeah, she's Wing too much. She has it.
Save eat, save eat. She's half.
I almost have Blade again.
Hog right side.
Dude, please, where? Stop.
I
There
didn't
it is.
heal myself? What the dude, this game is honestly the worst.
Dude, they're more just straight DPSing again.
You got touch.
Wait, we got a touch. Oh, wait.
Alright, I need to take off my jacket.
Oh no.
I need to build Nano way faster than I am. And also I need to back up.
Dude, they have a full minute ahead of us.
Prepare to attack.
It's gonna have to be a one fight win for us. Yeah, can we try to run like a proper tank duo lineup instead of like Sigma Ball or Sigma Hog? Like I get it works, but like
It works, but it doesn't.
Never stop
Honestly.
fighting for what you believe in.
Sigma's Arya sounds good. That sounds EMP grab. That should be a win fight.
EMP bomb as well.
That's a good. I see there. Cooperation. I like it.
Who is this kid? Who is this kid, honestly? Private. Alright. Alright, dude. Alright, dude. Alright, dude. I need to start doing that more as well.
Four, three, two, one. Attack commences. Capture.
I'm wondering if they have a Sombra as well. They might have the pocketed Ash. They have a turret. They have Torb.
And they have May.
We're split. We're split.
Oh no, dude, that's gonna be so rough to face off against. She's one at main. Soldier, soldier, soldier. No, shoot her. No, you should have shot her. She was one at main. Mercy, can you come with me? Come outside. Come outside. Come outside. Come outside. Mercy.
Got split.
Okay, never mind.
Break right side. Never mind. Need a touch. Touch, touch, touch.
Oh, mercy. Nope, GG's.
It's drawable.
This is gonna be a rough one.
Round complete.
Hello.
Score 3-3.
My mic was not working. What is going on here?
Prepare your defenses. Select
How
your
are,
hero.
how are we gonna defend this, guys?
Stay grouped up. We got split the first choke. DPS went one way, tanks went another way.
Do I still go Sigma or just oh wait, Ryan? Okay. If you're gonna go Reinhardt,
Never stop fighting for what you believe in.
Right.
I don't wanna go. Actually, I'll go Winston. Yeah,
personally, but I will see them done.
they're all gonna be rally up in one spot, so
Attackers
Okay, dude.
I'm gonna force him to switch to Reaper.
And then they kill you, and then we lose. But yeah, I'm playing like in the butt of my Reinhardt when I shouldn't be. DPS Moira was a bit rough too. This game is long.
5, 4,
Hello there.
2, 1. Attackers incoming. Defend objective A.
Ryan back up. Or not.
Alrighty, let's do this, Chief.
Orisa, Orisa, Orisa.
I'm gonna see if I can go around them. Stay strong, stay strong, stay strong.
No, don't think that, cause you are alone. Did we just have a shatter?
Yes.
Oh, that is disgusting.
Don't push. You only have Moira for heals. I'm not there.
What? I got a Lucio behind us, my guy.
Lucius touching point.
Yeah, I know.
He's
That's why I was
sleeping.
doing work against him now.
I'm
Wait,
dead.
I'm coming. Oh, you got it. I need a little heals. Thank you.
I'm coming back with Primal Rage.
Tracer's probably gonna touch.
If you can focus that Lucio with Primal, that'd be great.
Oh yeah, I'll get him, I'll get him. Just let me know what he's at and I'll go after
Echo's
him.
top left.
God, I'm going after him.
Tracer's coming behind us. Soldier. She's half.
Yo, they already at point.
Sleeping. Heals, heals, heals. Thank you. More antied. Nice.
Lucio one. No, me turret. Me baby.
Alright, I'm gonna stay in here.
Lucio's going far right, far right, far right, Lucio.
Pick me up, pick me up.
Good job, Lucio.
There we go. You ain't touching this point.
Nice. GG.
GG's.
We didn't lose SR. That was good.
Ready for battle.
So this is a 20-minute game. So I'm gonna try to go through this as quick as I can because I only have 20 minutes left, and we would have to watch this pretty much all the way through. Okay, so right now usually snipers are set up on that right side. So what I like to do is I kind of want to stay a little passive and wait for them to push. They have the Junkrat who's trying to get ult. He's just got 16%. But I see the shots coming from the Ashe. I'm not paying attention to them. Everybody turns right. But this is the issue, is that we're so split. Me and Mercy are kind of focused on the same people. So I'm indecisive on where I want to go. If your healer's on one person, you should definitely go the other way. Mercy went to, as soon as my Mercy went to Junkrat, I should have immediately just left him. And then gone for this Echo. So I had to pocket my Sigma here, just make sure he was still alive. I probably could have pumped something into the ball, but he was really, really low, especially on that ramp. So I wouldn't trust in myself to heal him. The Moira was on our back line. Nobody was paying attention. I go for the sleep. I miss it, so I try to heal myself with a nade. She then throws a damage orb, and I was afraid that it would have bounced back into me. So I have to get healed, and my other healer currently is in the air with our Echo. So I get the health pack, I reload so we can engage again. I'm looking at this hog because I see he's over there and I see he just used hook, but our Hammond's gonna die because he's by himself. So what I'm gonna try to do is I'm gonna try to pocket our Sigma throughout this entire fight so he can try to build up ult faster and I can build up ult. I sleep the hog and then I'm gonna go for an anti on the hog. I miss him because of the shield. I've been having a lot of issues with this where the shield comes out immediately as soon as he slept, so I either need to do them one after the other, or I just need to anti him. If I sleep him, that's completely fine. I was afraid of the hook, which he had, so that's why I was so quick to draw on the sleep. But then the Moira was DPSing, so I kind of had to hide here. I wanted to hide here because I had nano and I didn't think they would push all the way, but our DPS kind of pushed up towards them. I see the Ashe. I get a lucky sleep. If I don't get the sleep on her, well, then she's going to kill me. But also, the rest of their team's right there. So I'm going to try to go for the kill here. So while the Moira is trying to DPS Coalescence, I gotta make sure my Mercy stays alive, but she does a really good jump up to the top. So I have Nano here, and honestly, I should probably have nanoed my Echo. In all honesty, waited for her to duplicate. But ball was low, so I figured I could nano him and he could go in. Our ball wasn't doing great, so I missed the ante. I was really upset about that. So I try to pocket who I can. Mercy's getting damaged. She backs off. She fades just as I had sleep. I was waiting for her to move. I knew it was going to be on me no matter what. I don't know where he was. He was top. Okay. So I kind of just tried to back off in that sense. And they ended up getting more kills on us. But I should have at least tried to rotate left side as soon as our Sigma made enough room for us to push onto point. I could have pushed left side and stayed there instead of being just at main. So this is just a risky nade to try and see if I can hit anything. It hits the top, so I'm not able to get anything off. Sigma's too far to the right. I miss a couple shots here. Try to sleep him. I miss the sleep. It's okay. Try to go for a double ante. I get it off. Reload. I'm healing the Sigma. I could have rotated back left here. I didn't need to stay here. Sleep way too early because she's not really a threat where there's 5 of us here. Trying to make sure ball stays alive before they push back up into us. But yeah, see, this is such a dangerous position because if she was pocketed and she one-shot headshotted me, we would be down a healer. So playing in this position is completely wrong. I either need to play in that room. I'm pointing to the room, and you're not even seeing it. Oops. I either need to play in this room or up here. I needed to rotate on top of these stairs. This would have been a much better position because then they would have either the Ashe try to hit me, and if the Ashe try to hit me, I could drop here and kind of play point from here or even here, right? If they pushed up. But this position was just completely wrong. Try to go for the sleep on her. Throw the nade. She's antied. She really does try to DPS. I probably could have nanoed Soldier to save him, but I was afraid that I might have lost it. So I nano the Sigma instead. He's 70 to ult, so this could help him get to ult faster. Moira's trying to DPS again, and I just miss it. But we lost a lot of people there. So he does end up getting his ult, but the nano was a little bit wasted. I feel like I'm using nanos just to try and win fights, and I need to change that. Because now we're into diamond, so I honestly need to use it for instead of saving lives to push offensively. Because just saving a life isn't working. In plat and in gold, it works out just fine. But there's no point in saving their lives when it's a 5v1. Missed a sleep. I don't know how that ante didn't get him. Or just laying damage, and nobody really needs healing because we have mines on point and they're just gonna back off, so. Kind of just sitting on point. Mercy isn't in comms, so I tell her to leave, and she doesn't leave, so I go up and push up. You want at least 2 people on the point, at most 3. If you can get a DPS tank and a healer to stay back or go up, both actually. That would be way better than having both supports on point, because then if the people who get pushed up don't have healing. So yeah, while Sigma's pushed up, he has healing, so I can at least play in this little position right here. So this was a key rotation because I figured we would push up into them. We kind of play a little passive here, and we don't push into them as much as I thought we would. We're kind of just staying on the point right now. I didn't want to sleep him. I wasn't comfortable because of the ceiling above me. Go for the sleep here. I hit the payload. But now we're so focused on him that we back up. So this position is a bit compromised. So you really have to pick your positions based on where your team is going to be. Right now, my team rotated back towards point because of the mines and to help with the Hammond. Every single one of them did. I did not anticipate that. I thought at least one person would get him. I didn't know everybody would. So this is honestly a bad position for me if they decided to push me. If they decided to push me and kind of just make space for the rest of their team to push my team back onto point, me and my hog are screwed. We're playing a very split position. I can't believe I missed so many nades. Sleep him just to make sure he's not killing who's ever on point. Unscope shots. I should really scope in at this point because Sigma shouldn't have died there. So I almost have Nano and he asks for Nano. This was actually really interesting because he pushes up into him and he kind of baits him so far as to make him waste cooldowns on this hog. So I'm able to ante him and heal him at the same time before he can get around the corner to try and kill him. So honestly, that was a mistake by the other hog, especially if you can bait the hog like that into using his cooldowns with sleep. Like he uses hook, you use sleep. One stuns the other, but if you can ante him and he uses his self heal, then that's insane because not only does he have a lot of sustain, if you take that away from him, these games are going to be super winnable for you as Ana. If they play hog, you need to counter him. Yeah, so I'm trying to keep my Doomfist alive. He is trying to get as much value as he can, but he didn't initially get any kills. So he got really, really low. I'm assuming their Moira and their Ashe or their McCree hit him at least once. So not only can you just give him Nano, but you can't 100% ignore him because he's still... Actually, let me get rid of this. I apologize. He's still a liability. You still have to heal him. You still have to support him, even though he has Nano. It's 50% damage reduction. It's not 100%, so he can still die. I was trying to go for a really risky anti-nade here. And I need to pay attention to when Bob's a thing. But this was a good hook by our hog. But yeah, you just really need to pick your targets. There's a lot of targets in front of you, and there's a lot of targets that are beyond that. You need to be aware of what's beyond your targets, because if you are hitting the targets in front of you and healing them, it's going to be a lot harder for you to win fights, because you're healing somebody in front of you rather than somebody who's fighting somebody in their backline. This was just a dumb play on their Ryan. They don't have a bubble for him, so I immediately go for the anti, and then we can kill him. That's pretty much the combo that you want to use. Although I probably did not need the anti. The anti was, I felt like it was necessary, because at least he was half health. If he was able to get back up, I'm not sure if we would have done anything. But we do have the Doomfist, so the anti might not have been the best play here. I think of these things afterwards, and I need to think of them during. So this was rough. I had no cooldown, so I couldn't help out my Sigma. So really, all I had to do was pocket him. And then we have Valk, anti the hog. I thought he was gonna keep going, but he was antied, and I should have noticed that. Reloading. Kind of ignoring the Lucio. Heal myself. So if you can get one shot off of the Lucio, that's not going to matter unless you anti him. He's going to be crossfading back and forth. He's going to go from speed to heal to speed to heal. You're going to want to anti him first so he doesn't have the ability to amp, and then you have to put 2 more shots into him. If you can't do that, well, then he's going to kill you. If he tries to speed out, then he's wasting an amp on that. But more importantly, he's trying to kill you, right? He's saving amp for heal, but he's antied first, right? You do the 100 damage, and then you put a shot into him. He's going to try to either escape or switch to heals. And if he tries to switch to heals and uses amp, that's huge. So now he starts to use heal, and this is where I have to be careful. It won't just take 1 shot to kill him anymore. It'll take 2 to 3 shots if he heals long enough. So I either have to hit him once and then punch him, or sleep him. And I didn't punch him. I slept him. So all I have to do is shoot and melee. So 70 damage, and then the melee, the 35 damage. but you definitely have to act on it as soon as possible. He can use amp through sleep. The amp continues on through sleep. So if he's using something like amp and you don't have anti to immediately stop it, you're gonna need some help. You're gonna need a one shot in order to kill him. But he was healing through sleep, so I had to immediately go in and do what I could. I nano him just so he can try to stop the ball or focus on the doors, and he does end up going towards the doors. Sleeping the hog, but this position is really bad because I end up getting flanked when really I should be playing back here. Because if at least if the tracer comes back here, I can save sleep for her, and I have full view of everything. The best spot would probably be right here. You can't heal anybody who's in front of payload, but if you have people who play to the left and right of payload, the only person that's not in my range right now is myself and the Mercy. The Mercy can fly wherever the hell she wants. Me being in this position is just asking to get flanked. And then I get destroyed by this Torb. And we have both healers dead. So we could have lost this if our soldier didn't pop off right here. So Ana is about positioning, and if you don't have a good position, then you're just not going to get anywhere. Me being in that position, pretty much I was soft throwing the game. Because I'm just not in a position. I'm just asking to get killed. I talk about at least starting positions, and positioning is probably the most important part of Ana's kit. I'm not kidding. You're not in a position to heal everyone, to damage everyone, and to stay out of the way so you don't get picked off first because the support is supposed to die last, then you're not doing your job. Yeah, so this push was kind of weird. I'm worried about any snipers that might show up because of either an Ashe or a Widow could take out a few targets. So they push hard and they push fast right here. And the issue with this is that I'm not right next to them, and we have a Mercy pocketing our Widow, who can already one-shot. So that's the thing that's happening. And the thing is, we don't have a Rhine to counterpin, and this guy rocks a little bit too late. So the pin gets off. So I'm trying to make sure my D.Va stays alive throughout all of this, and then I start getting pressured. I kind of tunnel visioned here because I wanted to make sure the D.Va was alive, so I scoped in and kind of just ignored. If that was an Ashe, I would have been dead. Making sure Mercy stays alive. They're all still top left, so my Sigma's fine for right now. I try to sleep at least the Ashe or the Mercy here. If I would have slept at least one of them, then it would have been a little bit of pressure off of us. And I probably could have put a few bullets into either the McCree or the Ashe, who doesn't have the pocket anymore, and try to zone them backwards and wait till their Mercy is gone. If I would have slept one of them, I probably also would have thrown a nade, because that means they would have to 100% back up and we can push their tanks. Throw him the nade so he stays alive. I'm trying to play in a position where the Ashe can't kill me here, but the DPS Moira decides to DPS, go figure, and I have to try and push out. I'm not paying attention to my flank, and I die. So yeah, it's that whole tunnel vision thing. I could have rotated, but rotating out of this point while the Ashe was still holding that angle would have been a bad idea. So if they had dropped down beforehand, the best thing I could have done was rotate back over to the choke before point. Also, she charges this pretty quickly. I don't know why he shields. He could have killed me here. Anyways, hammer, so. That was just embarrassing. Don't clip that. Don't clip that. Yeah. Missing a lot of shots. I think I need to do an aim trainer for a little bit because my aim has been a little bit weird. My sleeps have been kind of decent. I could probably use a little bit more practice, But so far, my nades and my aim are really lacking right now. So I tried to time it before they drop down to get the splash damage off, just before they can get... when Sigma pulls them up, it takes a second for them to come back down. You can get the splash damage off on the bottom of them before they initially hit the ground. So they're antied, and you don't have to worry about the double or the half damage. They have no heals, so it'll be an easy one fight. Try to sleep the hog here because he just hooks my hog. Have to reload. I'm told to nano the soldier, and he has visor, so this is easy. I'm at 2 health, so literally all I have to do is just stay in this corner because the Moira is going to DPS. I know she's going to DPS, and I can't peek because I have no abilities. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to try to hide, and I'm going to try to duck into as many corners as possible because shields won't help me here. I probably should have stayed there. The only issue with that is he would have seen me regardless because of the beam line. I get rezzed here and he's ulting. Literally, this is the easiest sleep of my life. Simple as that. Immediately anti him and put a shot into him beforehand, so then we can burst him down afterwards. And then nobody else is there to help him. The Mercy couldn't have pocketed him because she was because he was antied. So yeah, I was kind of confused on where I should be here because the payload is right in my face, and I'm trying to get in a position where I can heal everyone. So I'm thinking I should push up, but then I kind of back off because I'm afraid if they do something like that, they pick off 2 people and they just res their 1. And then the ball hits the sleeping Moira right here. And I didn't think we would get through this, but we do, and we end up having a 6v4 against them. And I don't have sleep for this. So he's asking me to build nano as fast as I can. But the thing is, it kind of pressures me a lot, and I need to just relax. Like this isn't huge. Yes, I need to build nano, but if I can't build nano, then that's okay. I just need to heal people. Just focus on healing people and not so much about one specific thing. Because if you focus on one specific thing, you're going to only worry about that, and then you're going to screw up something else. So I was just worried about getting as much healing as I could off and then getting nano. That's why I used this nade. Oh, I don't use a nade. Surprised he didn't hammer. I was expecting him to, because he's done this a few times where he just hammers and then pins. So I was expecting him to do that. I think I hit the floor here. I tried to hit him with the nade. I missed the nade. Honestly, this was my fault. If I would have slept him beforehand and antied him, this might have been a 1 fight. But they used 2 ults here, and then I had to reset, so... Honestly, if I would have hit those, we probably could have bladed that fight and won. Trying to make sure they don't push. Ball gets walled off. This was so annoying. He jumped in front of me. Oh my god, I hated this. So really what I should have done is I should have backed up instead of being right in front of my teammates here. Because this is what happened, right? I'm like, yeah, all right, ready? Dash up. I start to look up, and he's jumping. As he's jumping, it's in front of me, right? I should have been backed up at least a little bit, right? Because I can still nano him from quite a long distance. I need to completely separate myself from my team so I can nano the Genji. But instead, Darky Boy over here shoves his face in my face, and I don't pay attention to the Moira orb. But we do end up using 2 DPS ults, and we only needed to use the 1. So yeah, even at higher levels, you have a lot of mistakes. So I'm just trying to go through as much as I can. And we still have 7 minutes left. All right. So mainly it's a lot of mechanical skill. You have to not panic as much as I did in this game. I think I'm gonna call it quits because I am doing quite a lot worse than I thought I would. So I'm gonna try and do some practice runs, run through nano tests. I might turn down my nano sensitivity. I'm not sure, because if I can fine tune it a little bit more, then that might be easier. Because I'm having issues. This is the second time this has happened where somebody's jumped in front of my face, but I'm wondering if I had it any lower, the nano sensitivity, if that might have helped.